Diane Winston beamed today as she looked over booklets and souvenirs from her first Republican National Convention. Reflecting on the high drama associated with who would join presidential candidate Ronald Reagan on the Republican ticket, she says even with the persistent rumors, she knew former President Gerald Ford wouldn't get the number 2 spot. Like others in the Virginia delegation, Winston was behind New York Congressman Jack Kemp as a choice for vice president.
I have to admit I was a little bit disappointed because I had worked hard for Jack Kemp. But there were very few of us in the Virginia delegation that hadn't said right from the beginning that no matter who Reagan picked, if that was the person he decided was the best one for the job and the one to help him win this election, then we'd go along with it. So we got over our disappointment, and we can work with Bush perfectly well. So.
She says her free time during the day was spent on a ferry ride to Canada and visits to a couple of historical sites in and around Detroit. But for the most part, she says it was all business, whether she was on the convention floor or meeting with the Virginia delegation outside the arena. And she says it was like that for the other delegates as well.
I talked to people from all over the United States, and I also talked to people from Detroit who just lived there, and some people from Canada who we just happened to meet on the street. And they were so interested and concerned about what was happening to the country, and to think that the people who go to the convention just go to wear silly hats and have a big time that's just a very small part of it, because most of those people really were there because they wanted to see things improve.
You can bet Diane Winston, like other Republicans across the nation, will be out there working hard to get their candidate, Ronald Reagan, elected to the presidency this fall. Ava Hurdle, Area 10 Eyewitness News, Portsmouth.